production side is very important too, and this is why I want to show you how to produce all of the new ingredients. Not only how to plate them, but also how to produce them. I basically want to start out with the tomatoes, cocktail tomatoes. We used to have it on the menu the last year. Now we kind of have them again because it's a very nice ingredient in the summer. There's different possibilities how to cut it. Number one is you take it, put it down on the cutting board, and you cut it in half. If you have a catering for 500 plus people, this will be kind of difficult. That's why we have a little trick. We put it onto a small plate, put another plate on top of it, then you have a very thin layer, which should be exactly the middle. Then you cut one time through, and you have almost perfectly halved tomatoes, yeah? And this makes it a bit faster, yeah? You're about double, triple as fast. And you can use this technique to produce a bit bigger amounts. If you just need to cut 1 GN, you can also use it, but you can also make it nice and beautiful and just use the half ones. Otherwise, go ahead and do it like this. This is how to prepare papadum. The raw papadum looks like this. So basically have a very thin layer of this chickpea flour patty. What we will do is we will take a baking tray. You don't necessarily have to use this. You can just put it on the baking tray. The most important thing is to make sure that the papadums are not overlapping. So whenever it goes like this, we will have a problem that it doesn't pop up and it doesn't brown evenly. So this is how you want it to look. Yeah, you can put another ones on here, and then you put it in the oven on the according program. I think it was 260 degrees for 2 minutes, and then it will come out like this. So what will need to happen is that you have this nice little round bubbles everywhere, and then the crisp, it's a very easy crisp, and whenever you eat it, it doesn't feel like there is a lot that you still have in your mouth, like it doesn't get more in your mouth. It's just very, very crispy. It goes away very easily. You have a super nice taste of roasted pepper, of chickpea flour, and it will give you just the right amount of crunch to your Indian bowl. So just make sure you have the bubbles. If something doesn't work out right, contact me, then we will have to look into the oven system. But this is what it should look like. Papadum. So next up is Parmesan chips. Yeah, super exciting new ingredient on the menu, and very easy to produce. So you basically have the cutted Parmesan like this. What you do is you just layer it out on the baking sheet, and the only thing that you make sure is that it's not like this, yeah? So you not have like multiple layers over each other. It can overlap a little bit, but not too much, yeah? So maximum 2 or 3 small ones overlapping each other is fully okay, but not more. And once it will melt, there will also be the overlapping will not be as bad. Okay, so this is how you put the Parmesan in the oven, 180 degrees for about 30 minutes, or 170 I think we agreed, but this will be exactly on the Garter Welle. And it will come out like this. Very important thing here again, same as with the papadums, the crisp factor. Yeah, so whenever it is not totally crispy and it doesn't break perfectly and easy like this, you have to put it back in, and then we have to also discuss what is wrong with the oven. Whenever you eat it, perfectly crisp. Yeah, there cannot be any kind of chewy consistency. We want it super, super crisp. So this is what it has to look like. It's not too dark. It's not too bright. It's just the perfect crunch. Okay? Alright guys, next part, how to cut a watermelon. This is quite difficult, it needs a bit of practice. except you're a trained chef and you have cut a lot of watermelons. So we have the fresh watermelon here. What we do is we cut the top. You can cut it off like this. And then we cut the bottom. Like this. And then you cut the side. Make sure that you don't see a lot of the red on the peel like this, yeah. So everything here we can use. All the green we cannot use. And here you have the complete shell discarded. You can go over the white parts. A little bit of the white part is okay. It's not too bad, too much, it's not good. And what you can do now is there's different ways. You can cut it in half so that you have a better stand. Yeah. So maybe this is what we'll do. Yeah. So let's cut it in half. Then if you lay it on the ground, you can cut it better. I mean, this is ideal if it doesn't have a lot of seeds. And what you do then is you cut like this. You go 1, 2. Obviously you have to watch your finger, yeah, so that's a cutting technique which you need to be experienced with. And then you cut like this. Yeah, should be small cubes, not too big but also not too small. The beautiful thing about the watermelon is even if you cut by hand, you're super fast with it because it's just a very big piece of fruit. You have like 1 GN in half a watermelon really quickly. So that's the one technique you can use. The other one is just making the watermelon smaller. So you can cut it like this, 1, 2 if you feel more comfortable with it. Then you turn it around. Or you get it up, like this, put it on top again. Then you cut it again. And go ahead like this. Yeah? So that's for the guys that do not like to cut like this. Yeah? Just go like that, like that, like that. Then you get it up. And if you don't feel comfortable with this technique or with any of the techniques, then ask somebody else to do it or to teach you in a proper way. But this is how you should do it. You can also practice yourself. Yeah, this is how you put and discard a watermelon within 1 or 2 minutes, and that's 2 GNs right there. So that's perfect. Yeah, enjoy it, and you can also eat a little bit of it because it's fucking delicious. Yeah. Okay guys, so kimchi and kinakol will do the following. So whenever you prepare the kimchi, you do it by hand. You just check, are the outer lips of the cabbage, are they a little bit brown, are they sad? Then you take it off until you have a very nice core of the cabbage. You basically have the top side. You have the top side. What you do is you half it, and put it in half. Then you go into nice little quarters, and then you can take the quarter and just cut it in a very nice way. And the more you get to the bottom, the finer you will cut, because at the top you have this leafy cabbage, and on the bottom it gets a little bit harder. Yeah, so on the bottom you do it like this. And then this you can throw away, and that's all the part you can use for the kimchi, okay? If you want to do it faster, you can do it like this, without cutting yourself. There's different cutting techniques. And then that's the cabbage you want to use, okay? And you marinate it with the bibimbap sauce, and that's your blitz kimchi. We have tofu. You get it in 1 kilogram packages. Very easily, you cut it open like this, half it, open it up so you have half a tofu, and that's already how you're going to use it. Open the machine, put the tofu in one side, two sides. Then you get a container which appears like in a movie, like this, perfectly. And then you cut it on. That's how you cut your tofu. It's like at the German Wursttheke, like we all love this stuff, but it's just tofu. And why we do this is because the tofu then will just evenly marinate and you will have a very juicy tofu. Not dry, juicy. Alright. I don't give a shit. In 2 minutes, it's okay. We can do this in 2 minutes, okay?
1 minute.
Okay, so everybody get down, please, and we need like one couple. Come over here, please. Felix, come over here, please.
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. And on together, you guys jump up, okay?
Together is the keyword.
Yeah, together is the keyword. This will be so much fun. Okay. So, guys, let's rock this menu together.